Hello, Wellness Check Wednesdays community. We wanted to take a moment to remind you that while our podcast serves as a safe space for open discussions and sharing experiences, we are not mental health experts. This podcast is a platform for you to express your thoughts, feelings, and experiences in a judgment-free zone. Our aim is to foster connection, provide support, and create a sense of community. It's crucial to acknowledge that we are not a substitute for professional mental health advice or treatment. If you or someone you know is dealing with mental health challenges, we strongly encourage seeking guidance from qualified professionals. Remember, reaching out to mental health experts can make a significant difference. If you ever feel the need, don't hesitate to connect with a licensed therapist, counselor, or healthcare professional.
This is the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast, a share space, a judgment-free zone, a place to meet and discuss our mental health. So let's check in.
Cut it out. Well. Oh man. This is episode 26 of the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast.
Woo-woo.
And man, I'm extremely happy today, especially with everyone that is joining with us on today's extra special episode. And I would not be doing this by myself, of course. My name is Brian Livingston. I am your moderator here at the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. And as always, we invite everyone to let's check in. All right.
Testicles 1 2. Testicles 1 2. My bad, y'all. I watched Soul Plane last night.
Well,
he took that in a literal sense.
Well, we're going to start off this by introducing the originators of the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast by way of Cleveland, Ohio, my man Edwin Vereen.
The weather's nice, and that's all I got to say. How we doing?
Do y'all got all that? Y'all got a bunch of y'all got a bunch of humidity up there too. Was it which one of them lakes you next? Is it Lake Michigan?
Lake Erie.
Lake Erie. Okay, Lake Michigan's the one by Chicago. Yeah, you Lake Erie. You still a lot of water.
Listen. It ain't that bad, man. It's like 68 today, 68 tomorrow, and from Friday until Tuesday, 80 in the 80s. So I mean, it's a balance, a nice balance.
Nice. Also, the other originator by way of the Share Studios here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, I got my man Kevin Marshall.
Yeet. What's up, everybody? How you doing?
Wonderful. We have a very special guest with us here on this episode as well, by way of the Share Studios here in Fayetteville as well. My man, Devin Heron. How you doing, my man?
What's good, yo? It's Devin Dude, aka the Casper Pajamas. I'm out here. I'm very welcome to be on your show, Be Live.
Hey, man.
It's a blessing, man. It's a beautiful day out here in North Carolina.
It was a very, very pleasant surprise to see you walk in the doors, man. And like I said, I'm especially thankful to have you here. And this is gonna be fun. I also can't leave out my man AD in the building. How you doing, AD?
What's going on? Just another, good day out here. Good day to be above ground.
Yes, sir.
You're right about that.
AD, I gotta ask you this before we dive into this, because I know we are kindred spirits. Did you get a chance to see was it Double or Nothing AEW this past Sunday? Was it Sunday?
I did, yeah.
Okay, so next time you see it, send me a link. Oh, I'm all on the air just doing legal stuff. My bad. I can't afford $50 a pop. I can't afford it either.
Damn it, boy.
Oh man, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I can't wait until they make that deal with Warner Brothers Discovery and put put these pay-per-views on Max, and then I'll actually find somebody that has that streaming service, and I'll get their password. All right, cool. Moving on.
You know how we do it.
Enough,
Sticks.
enough piracy. Talk on the
Arr.
we are not incriminating ourselves. Who said that? All right. With that being said, man. This episode of the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast, we want to talk about what is peace and what does it mean to, of course, our mental health. And to be at place, to be at peace with oneself is an ever chasing goal that I don't think anyone is not out here living that's not trying to obtain peace. I feel like it's ever fleeting. Life always changes, and it's something that we're always striving for. But what does peace actually mean? We're going to start off first before we get to our roundtable discussion. I'm going to pass the mic over to my man Edwin as he opines on the subject of what is peace.
I'm pretty sure all of Major League Baseball is at peace due to the retirement of Angel Hernandez.
Ooh, boy.
Boy.
I had to get that in there, be like my sports was. I had to get it in there.
I'm itching to talk about that on Monday. I promise you, I am. God bless.
Oh yeah, we gonna catch up. Good God, especially after what I saw on TikTok. Anyways, all right. So by definition, the word peace is a noun. All right. The first definition, it says freedom from disturbance, tranquil. Number two, a state or period in which there is no war or a war has ended. All right. So pretty much, with silence, peace, tranquility, just chilling, pretty much, right? So when it comes to peace, I don't know anybody that's on this planet, as B-Live mentioned earlier, that's not in the pursuit of peace. Lord knows I am each and every day. So today's reading, I feel like a pastor. Today's reading, we're gonna go. I'm joking. All right, so today's reading, we're gonna go to Eddie's favorite website, Psychology Today, and a article by Dr. Gregory L. Jantz, PhD, and it says 7 ways to experience inner peace, finding balance between digital consumption, mindset, and quiet time is key. So we're just gonna go ahead to the 7 points itself. All right. It says, be aware of peace pickpockets. Try to say that 5 times fast. You will encounter,
Peace pickpockets.
And he did it.
Literal. No.
Literal. Dev is the literal brother of the group. Yeah. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. Every group got to have one. All right, it says, beware of peace pickpockets. You encounter all kinds of people in situations that try to steal your serenity. Know what they are and take measures off to fend them. In other words, get your off spray and spray your mosquito repellent, all right? Number 2, take a mental health day, morning, or a moment. Whatever time you can allow, give yourself the space to refresh your mind and spirit. Number 3, rethink your should and ought to do list. If the voice in your head is guilting you into doing things that don't bring you joy, regard these as prime candidates to delete. All right. And then number 4, kick the approval habit. It's natural to want to be liked by others, and it's healthy to accept that it's not going to happen all the time. Number 5, be still. If your pace is wearing you out, set aside a half day or a full day to sit on the sofa to think, journal, read, nap, and watch AEW Double or Nothing. Tony Khan about to cut us a check. You don't know it yet. Number 6, let the music move you. Few things are as cathartic, as cleansing as your best loved music. Use your favorite tunes to calm you down, pump you up, or stir your emotions. You're here crying and stuff. Number 7, give yourself the quality of life checkup. It is wise to periodically assess whether you're satisfied with the quality of your life. If you don't feel fulfilled, ponder what changes are in order. Inner peace is a worthwhile goal. In today's saturated world, having an inner peace plan and working on it every day is a good way to ensure that you attain that goal. So, to me, peace is a priority. Peace is number one on the list because you can have all the money, all the cars, clothes, girls, jewelries, and everything. But if you ain't got that peace, you really ain't get. You don't really have. I just feel personally that you really don't have anything.
Mhm.
I think that peace of mind is important. You have to have it. There's a prayer called the Serenity Prayer, and it pretty much is let me control, let me, and I'm going off the head here, let me control the things that I can control, and things that I can't control, have the spirit and discernment to know that I can't control those things, and give it to your higher power and your higher being. Whenever I feel like my peace is being interrupted, I'll whip out that damn serenity prayer so fast, and I say it 4 or 5 times, and I actually feel better because like what you can't control is what you can control, and what you can't control, you got to figure something out because that'll be a peace pickpocket if you sit there and try to just run yourself into the mud trying to figure out how to control something that you have absolutely no control over. So yeah, all in all to me, that's how I feel about peace. And it's very, very, very important. We're gonna try something different this week. AD, what say you about
Real quick,
peace?
I'm sorry. Before AD, I just want to say, brother, that was very powerful. That was
Absolutely.
Thanks.
very powerful.
Yeah, please, yeah, Ed,
I feel like a
please.
lot of people need to hear that. And if y'all let that go over your head, man, you're gonna let the rest of your life go over your head because that was powerful.
Yeah, Ed, please send that in our group chat, and I'll
Yeah.
definitely make sure
Write that
that
down.
we post that because that I'm over here like, ooh, I got my feels a little
I
bit.
got goosebumps. This is all
Over
you
here
did.
preaching, man.
I got goosebumps. I'm talking church right now.
Damn, I didn't know I was spreading the word like that, man. I was over just sharing some thoughts, and it was like,
Yo, my
okay,
gang, you spread that word harder than the coronavirus. All right, that was fine.
oh well, boy, they can keep that. Appreciate it, Dev.
See, that was heat.
But
All
AD,
right,
what say
all
you?
right, Eddie. Yeah, what say you, man?
About peace. Oh man, what can I say about peace? I mean, coming from environments where there was little to no peace, having the ability to, not only like tune out, the things that don't bring joy to you, just finding that, that quiet spot, finding that, like I say, yeah, that quiet spot in life where it's just you, your thoughts, and your serenity. um that's one version of peace for me. It was like now, for example, having shifted from one city to another, it was pretty tumultuous out there in Florida for me, just as a human. It's like I didn't really like it there. It was constant battles, blah blah blah. But now that I've moved, there's peace, man. I can just kick it, hang out with my dogs, watch wrestling, play games, meet other people, so that's kind of my piece, in life right now. Just avoiding any of the ridiculousness of the world, avoiding that conflict, avoiding just, in some cases, other people's stupidity, just trying to live my peace.
Mm-hmm.
AD, it's funny that you say that about avoiding conflict because I was told on many occasions that I avoid conflict. I look at it like this. I don't want to say I don't avoid conflict and I don't like having hard conversations. To me, it's just, hey, look, I know which battle to fight
Yep.
and I know which battle not to fight. So yeah, people are like, oh man, you avoid conflict and you're scared to have a tough conversation. No.
Can I put can I put a pin note in here right quick and say
Go.
some real excuse my friend, some real shit?
Sure.
It sucks sometimes, but sometimes you need conflict to get peace.
Mm-hmm.
It's like yin and yang, you know what I'm saying? We all know that person or that group of people who do not know how to have peace and chill until, for lack of better words, they got shit smacked up.
Yeah.
It all
Yeah.
comes
Yeah.
with it. It all comes
Yeah.
with it. And for anybody that knows me, they know me. I'm, for the most part, a pastor that like to chill out. Sometimes you got to wild out. Sometimes you have to bring balance to the bullshit just to get peace.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
avoiding conflict is a horrible thing to do because, like you said, brother man, first off, when you avoid, for the first thing, just like uncomfortable conversations, you give people a way to let them just step all over you and figure out how they're going to treat you, and that does not create peace at all. That creates more violence internally within yourself. You might create peace for another person, but that does not give you peace for yourself. Am I making sense?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Mhm.
Oh
And
yeah. Oh yeah. Makes sense. 100%.
Oh, so sometimes if it's not physically smacking the shit out somebody, you might have to mentally smack the shit out somebody to get them to understand, yo, you need to chill the fuck out. Part of my French.
now, and
Oh.
let me opine on what Dev says, because it's one thing that, because you definitely hit a nail on the head, because sometimes we just allow people to when it comes to peace, we think of peace in one sense of where, you know what, I don't feel like dealing with this. I'm just gonna be recluse from the situation, and just, you know what,
Mhm.
I ain't gonna deal with. Sometimes and something
That's
you
not
said it
peace, dog.
right, and that's what, and
That's not peace. That is internal turmoil.
right,
That's
and
exactly what it is. You're taking what you, when you do shit like that, you take your outward peace, the fact that you're not arguing or physically fighting, and you turn that into an internal conflict.
very much
You
so.
take that to sleep with you. You wake up and take that to work with you. You take that wherever you go with you. If you're a drinker, you take that to the bar with you, and you turn that into a problem for somebody else.
Hmm.
That's not peace.
Hey,
Peace is nipping that shit in the butt and saying straight up, this ain't it. Sometimes you got to cut a lot of shit off just to keep peace.
Oh, trust me.
And that mind you,
Yeah.
For real.
Let me say one more thing. That does not mean violence.
all right.
Mm-mm.
That does not mean violence. That means you can do what you want over that way because I'm choosing my mental peace and I don't want no part of that bullshit you fucking with right now. Once again, part of my French.
Hey, no,
Yeah.
don't worry about when
you
when I load this up to Spotify, it says, "Is there any explicit content?" Yes. Yeah.
But
But
yeah.
no,
one,
and,
Yeah.
Be proud of me.
one thing, true.
I,
And one
I
thing I will say before you run this out is the fact that like peace coincides with self-care.
mhm.
Like, because one thing to opine on is what Dev said is sometimes that you need that chaos to find inner peace. And sometimes you need that chaos to find outward peace. Because a lot of people in this day and age take peace for weakness.
Mm.
Take it
And
for granted too.
that
Yep.
definitely. And the fact that it's one of those things that like just because I'm polite or that I might have an outward peace, that doesn't mean that my inner chaos isn't running rampant. But the
Mhm.
thing is that the fine inner peace is that I let my inner chaos subside and sleep. Because a lot of people that don't know, working security for almost 16 years, you almost have to find that knack to be able to laugh at a lot of situations.
Mhm.
I've been called every name under the book, and my inner chaos is wanting to. I'm gonna whoop. Yes, but to turn around and to actually laugh at it and to say like, you know what, have a good night. Hope you get home safe. Like I'm starting to come to terms with a factor in my life that it's one of those points that it's not worth it. And
It's
like
really not
Dev
worth it.
said, you have said, Eddie, and even AD has said, and even B Live has opined on it that it's one of those things. Pick your battles.
Yeah.
Everything doesn't need a battle. Everything doesn't need a vocal or a physical battle. Sometimes that battle is walking away.
Everything does not need an external battle.
Mm-hmm.
But
That's true.
every single thing, every single strife we go through, and I'm gonna say this because it's all black men on this podcast right now, dog. You black men in America, all right? We can't afford to lose on no bullshit.
You don't know if AD black or white.
I don't care.
I'm black. Don't worry.
I know AD black. I can hear it in his voice. He black, all right? I can hear it in his voice. He black, all right? This is the thing, black men in America, we can't afford to be going off our emotions, and I'm a hypocrite of that because I do it all the damn time.
That's
straight up. But that's why I say internal peace will equal exterior peace.
But the thing is, you're learning from it to find that internal peace.
Yes, when you have when you finally find that little bit of internal peace or a lot of internal peace, when you find your peace at home, your peace in your mental, that equals your peace at work, your peace when you're out, your peace with your spouse, your peace with everything. If you don't find peace within yourself, you will never have peace out here, and you're gonna fuck around and do some dumb shit and cause you your exterior peace.
Pardon the French.
It's the truth though, because
am I lying? Tell me
you're not. That's the truth because me and
I done almost lost my I done almost cost my life and my freedom so many damn times because I let my emotions overweigh my mental. And everybody who's watching this podcast and knows me knows I done lost my shit too many damn times. Almost lost my life and my freedom because I didn't have my inner peace. Now, inner peace is one of my biggest things. It doesn't matter if my inner peace is me going home and smoking some tobacco or putting my feet in my foot spa or just watching some TV and eating some food, whatever. You got to get a hold of that inner peace because that's what's going to save you. That's what's going to let me get to the age of my father, my grandfather, my grandparents, everybody out here who has done a lot to make sure that I can live a better life. I ain't even 30 years old yet. And I'd be damned if I lose my shit out here because I lost my inner peace.
And
I think that's all I got to say on this one.
And like I said, and I'll definitely want to upon this, Dev, you're hitting a lot of points, and I'm extremely proud of you because I've seen personally the growth, and I've seen the battles that you've gone through, and I can tell you firsthand that I've learned from you because there's certain situations where before I used to just let it slide. I don't want to deal with it. You're one of the main people that told me to grab shit by the horns and to take this battle on, and then I can, because all I'm doing, I'm internalizing everything, and I never found peace until I actually started to attack what was destroying my peace to start with. People rolling over on me, not accepting just part of the fact that like, Eddie, you said it earlier about the things I can't control.
Yeah.
And, like I would just internalize that so much. And so that's with the passion that you speak about, Dev, when it comes to that inner peace, is everything. And I applaud you for that. I want that to continue to apply to all of our lives because you hit so many points with that because peace is at this point in time is everything.
That's all we got, bro.
Especially for the listeners that are not of the ethnic variety, I do apologize, but this right now is
it's a black man.
It's five of us.
Stick around and learn something.
We're dying earlier because we don't find peace.
Yeah,
we haven't taken on this. We're dying at an early age because of diabetes, because hypertension, of course, high blood pressure, heart attacks, strokes, because
17-year-olds with switches on their Glocks, but let's leave that out here too.
Right. And on top of that, that's one of those things.
People just trying to prove shit because they don't have their inner peace at home.
Right.
Yep.
And so
What
that
is proven shit doing but getting us locked up early?
and
Now,
that-
Ain't
very
doing a
much so.
fucking thing.
I do have another challenge because I did put out one last week, and every week I want to, as B Live says, opine and intrigue somebody to really think and to go deeper as we continue with this mental health journey and this mental health safe space. I do want everybody to ask themselves a question: what can I learn? Whether it's from somebody younger than you, whether it's from somebody older than you, but what is one thing that I can learn that is a positive and that is also a negative to our mental health?
That is true. And just like I told AD about a situation that happened last week at work and how I let somebody's perception of how I handle it versus how they would have handled it made me feel like, bruh, and I'm not gonna lie to you, like I internalize, I'm like, well, maybe I shouldn't do this, maybe I shouldn't do that. But I'm like, no, I had to establish a boundary with this person to make sure that, hey, you can't do this again.
Right.
And yeah, because like for real, I was like for a couple days, I was feeling some kind of way, and I was even gonna ask the person, now, like, well, maybe you can make an ally, make friends. I'm like, look, I got no friends, I need some more money, okay? Well, you shouldn't have said this shit. I'm like, look, I've seen people say things to this person, and then they go to management, cry, get fired. You won't be getting over on me, brother. Not gonna have that. So I just think that sometimes you just have to tell people, look, you might not understand it, but here's the reason why I did it. And also how you handle it is how you handle it. But me, you're not going to make me feel bad in thinking that I handled it not the way that you would like for me to. I mean, it is what it is, but ever since, I told myself, is it worth having this conversation to going back to somebody to explain myself about how I feel and what I did and why I did what I did? Hell no, it wasn't worth it. And I didn't bring it back up. And immediately I got my peace. Immediately.
And
I made that decision. I made that decision to protect my peace right there and then.
There it is.
That's
There it
good.
is.
Of course.
Protecting your peace.
With that being said, fellas, you know how Zoom likes to do. It's going to cut us off. But this has been episode 26 of the Wellness Check Wednesday podcast.
Yo,
and as always,
I'm really thankful to be a guest on the show right now,
check
man. I love you to death.
in.
Appreciate it,
I love
bro.
you, Kev.
Sure, man.
Thank you for listening to the Wellness Check Wednesdays podcast. Please join us every week, Wednesdays on Zoom at 6 p.m., and join our Facebook group for updates and to participate. We care about your mental health, so let's check in.